family, what is going on? Back with a informational vid for you guys. Recently I did a trade. Well, I didn't do a trade. I middleman a trade in a Facebook group. Two people traded shoes, turtle doves for copper V2s, and the trade kind of blew me away. I'm like thinking, man, these gotta be fake, or this guy just doesn't know what he has. Come to find out that they're fake, and these are by far the closest Yeezys I've seen to the original. Just gonna point out some things for you guys to watch out for. Now see, I have a pair, so you know, once I compare them in hand, you can start to see things. These fakes have like a yellow tint. It might be hard to see. In hand it's easier, but it has a slight yellowish tint on the upper compared to my real one. The usual signs I usually go to, the YZY is usually kind of off on here, but it's damn near on point now. The angle that the tab points up now, that is on point on these. One thing I did notice is when I got them, I smelt them. The smell is kind of a hard thing to describe. The best way I can describe it is these. When you sniff the inside of here, it smells like kind of like rubbery. I can't describe the smell on the authentic turtle doves, but you know, if you got a pair of V2s, you know the smell. Like, it doesn't smell like anything, but it still has its own smell. If that makes any sense. It has almost like a light freshness type smell to them when you get a DS pair. But yeah, over time, after you get some of Yeezy, you kind of know that smell. And these have like a, when I first got them, I smelled them like, I don't know about that smell. It has like a rubbery smell when you smell inside here. That's the closest I can describe it to. Until I pulled out my pair, I didn't know if these were just an authentic pair with a couple of defects. But once I broke out my pair, I broke it down, and what gave me final confirmation where I wasn't going to let these through on the trade was the size tag, which is always my go-to at the end of the day on Yeezys. The size tag, but you gotta have a good eye, and you gotta examine every single thing down to a T, and you can see difference on the tag, like obvious differences on the tag, and that shouldn't be like that. So that led my final verdict that these were fake. And after shooting the video, a lot of people actually hit me up. No, another thing I had noticed too is this women on here, because on my box, you know, you got this little man down in the corner. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen that where it's like a lady down there with a dress on. But I'm like, okay, maybe because this is a women's size, they did it on the smaller sizes maybe. I tried to go on eBay and look at like some other size 6s, and it was just my luck that I couldn't find any. The pairs that were on there, like, they didn't show the damn box label. So it was like this, man, I couldn't. I asked a couple people, and they was like, you know what, they're not sure, so. But that was another thing that was throwing me off. I'm like, I never seen a lady down there. Also, for some reason, the 6 just looked off. The 6 just looked off. But he said he got these at sneaker, what was it? He said Fake Education was there, and he legit checked them and said they were good, so he went ahead and bought them from the seller. Apparently, that's his story. If someone doesn't have a pair right there in hand, and they come up to you and you look at them, man, they could get a lot of people. They could get a lot of people because they're so close. So what I was saying is, after the video, a lot of people hit me up. I don't know the name of the company, but they was like, these are the God versions. these are the latest Yeezy God versions, where like these things are so close down to a T that's only a few things off. And the one thing that he pointed out to me was that they have a nipple right there. There's like a little nipple right there, and I forget the other one right there in the middle, like the upper in the middle. There's a little nipple right there, and that's what the guy told me in my DM. He was like, yeah, see, they had that little nipple there. Those are the God versions. Probably funny thing, this is probably the one time that, you know, having a extra nipple it's not a good thing. But bro, that just blew my mind. He was like, yo, those are the God versions. So I guess that's the newest thing on these fakes. They call them, when you got the best version, it's like the God version, the God of all the versions. They always coming out with something new, some type of new name or lingo. But I guess this is what they selling to the people out there these days, the Yeezy God version. But hey, these things definitely the best I've seen, probably ever seen, the closest. But as you can see, it does, that yellow tint, clearly there's like a yellowish tint on the upper on here, and the authentic is more of a, you know, lighter gray, or it's like a lighter stone color. From what I'm hearing, they're saying that this is now, the fake companies are using authentic boost. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but that's what the word is. I know that it is soft. Usually on the fakes I can feel the boost, and it's usually too hard and stiff. But it's definitely soft now. It's almost maybe too soft. That's probably gonna be hard for a lot of you guys to tell. But it definitely is more softer than this. But I don't know because this is have been worn or what, but it's soft, but it has a little, you know, firmness to it. This one is just like soft, like marshmallow soft. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys and give you guys some information on these fakes that are real close, that someone tried to send through a middleman, trade that a middleman, and I got him. I caught him. I didn't let him through, you know. Another one bites the dust. I want to say my record is impeccable. Make sure you use the middleman service. Like I said, when you meet up, even when you meet up with people, it's when you got fakes out there this good, and if you ain't got a pair in your hand to compare them with, which 9 out of 10 you're not going to have because you're trying to get them, it's going to be hard to see them. So I would suggest you use a middleman that actually owns the shoes also, because people using middlemans out, like these new middlemans just popping up every day. I'm like, who are you guys? Before I was doing this, I never even heard of nobody that was doing middleman. Like, now there's so many middlemen and middleman wannabes, and they don't even have any shoes. I'm like, you don't even have a sneaker collection. How you legit checking shoes and you don't even own like most of these shoes, bro? But okay, watch out, man. Just watch out. If you're using a middleman, just make sure they have some shoes in their collection. Like, make sure they got some experience. Feel me? Because if you ain't got a pair of these and you legit checking them, like, how are you legit checking them? They just using a bunch of pictures on the internet, basically. You got too many points on the side tag that's not matching up. The font, the placement, that male/male that's on the tag. You want to watch where that line is in the middle. You want to watch the font, the thickness, the boldness of that font. All these things are ways you're going to be able to tell if they're real or fake right off top. Alrighty then. It's time to break this down. This is going to be used for a lot of you guys, going to help you. The one on the left is my size 10, and this is the 6 that he sent in. Now, the male/male. You see that part in the middle? First thing I notice is my male/male is a little slimmer and it's a little sharper. And look at his. Look how the L, the bottom of the L hits the A. Look at mine's. Look how his M is shaped. Look at mine's. Look at his A over here, and look at my A. Look how you can see the middle of my A. You can see space in there. You can see white. Now look at his A. It looks like it's all the way filled in, but a tiny dot maybe. But those are clear signs. Like the A, you should be able to see is a complete A everywhere. It shouldn't be looking like it's almost filled in. If you come down here on his 4, the same thing. His 4 looks like it's filled in the middle. My 4, you can see the white behind there. So look for things like that. That line between the male Look how much closer the male and male is in on the line. Now look at his. It's more space in the middle of that line. Look where the top of that line goes up and almost hits the M. And look at his. Where it goes up and hits the M. It's more space there. Alright. Down here, look at this number down here. Mine says number, and then it has 1, 1, 2. His has number 1, 1, 2. But look at the space between the number sign and his 1. Then go over mine. Go over to mine. Look at mine. Looks like the 1 is almost hitting that number sign, but look at his. It's too much space between there. Like, it's just small details like this that you guys have to look for on the size tag. Like, you can look over everything else and it can be almost on point. It's going to be hard to tell. But without a doubt, when you look at the size tag and you break it down, because this is little things that these companies that make these fakes, they don't worry about. You know, they just worry about the outside man look good. They're not breaking it down all the way to a T to get the tag. So these are noticeable flaws that you guys can use to help you legit checks. Because I get like 20 legit checks requests a day, and I'm just to the point where I just copy this message that I made, and then I copy and paste it to everybody and tell them that, look, I cannot legit check online through pictures. I need them in hand. Alright, I don't have time to even go through these quick pictures real and give you an answer back like that. Like, I got people all day in my DM on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere, on Facebook, asking me for legit checks. Like, you guys gotta get the knowledge for yourself so you don't have to ask somebody else. I make these videos, these real versus fake, to help you guys. Alright, so when you hit me up in my inbox asking me for a legit check real quick, I don't have time. I'm at work or I'm working. But I give you the option. Write a detailed note, put your shoe in the box, ship it off to me, to my P.O. box, and I will legit check them. You know, of course there's a fee. I don't know, it's a fee. So because I gotta ship the shoes back to you. So I say ship the shoes and you gotta pay the $25 fee. And when I get them, I will legit check them for you and then send them back. You know, I can't responsibly legit check over online, you know. I can't. No one can. I mean, it's online using pictures. Like, it's not good enough. All right. So, yeah, this is why I do these vids, to inform you guys that it's knowledge. You know, this is how you learn. This is how I learn. This is how we all learn. Okay, you gotta take the time to learn. These are expensive shoes. Now, just other little things. Let me see other little things real quick. Just the font everywhere, like made in China up here. My pair versus his pair. If you look real close, you can just see differences. You gotta look real close. Look how this N almost hits the A on my pair. Then look on his pair. It's more space in between the N and the A there. Okay. Noticeable flaws. These shouldn't be there. Alright. It's just too many at that. Yeah, so hopefully this helped a lot of you guys. But usually that male/male right off the bat is usually a good way just to look at and make sure that you know, matches up. That line is where it should be. The font is bold, not too thin. I've seen a lot of fakes where it's just too thin and it's not bold enough. Alright, those are just some quick differences, man. That should help you guys out a lot. So try to get whatever shoe, whatever Yeezy you're looking at, try to get somebody to give you a picture of an authentic tag. You know, say, hey, can you send me a picture of your tag? I'm trying to get legit. That's what you want to look for. You want to get a picture like this of the tag, and you want to ask the other guy, hey, let me see a picture of your tag, and then you want to match them up. If it doesn't match up, stay away. All right, if it's flow after flow after flow, if you just, you know, just too much stuff not adding up, just stay away. Steer left. But I'm gonna get on out of here. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Hope this helps out you guys. Please just take a screenshot of this picture right here. If you're looking for turtle doves and you're going to sellers trying to get turtle doves, take a screenshot right here of this image. All right. On the left is the real, which is my pair. On the right was the pair that he sent in that was fake. All right. Just take a picture right here and look at it. And then when you try to go to a seller to get some turtle doves, ask them to take a picture of the tag and compare it and make sure it adds up to the left. All right. We gonna get on out of here, man. I'm out. Peace.